Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to continue from our previous conversation about the package Autogen that allows us to develop large language model based applications. So previous conversation, we learned about this concept called agent. You can create an agent using this function called conversable agent. And today we're actually going to introduce a new function called assist agent that is actually the co-writer. So with two agents being created, one agent is gonna give us the text, and then the other agent is gonna actually physically create and execute the code for us. So I already set this up. You can go through these messages as well as this prompt. I will leave the link here in the bottom of the video so you can go through this. And with that being said, now we want to start the conversation. So we run that, as you can see, there's something coming up. So for example, to create this plot, here's a plan, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here's a Python script. So now what's going to happen here is, well, first step is to execute the script, right? You want to save this script somewhere in your directory. Now, you see the cell is running, right? And then on the right-hand side of this text box, that's waiting for me to input something, right? So this cell is just gonna continue to run until I enter something here. So before I enter something, I want to show you guys on the left-hand side, I can look into this directory. It turned out that there's a coding folder being created. I can go into that folder. You can see here is empty, right? I'm using this drop-down button. You can see this is empty. So I'm going to physically hit enter, and then it will do something for me. So I hit enter. Now you can see that it created a .py script, and then it created a .png picture based on this code that it created. Now, comparing with the previous video, we have to physically copy paste this code somewhere else, right? In the Python environment that we created, and then you run it physically by your hand, by your fingers. What if you don't even want to do that? What if the agent can run that code for you? And in this video, we show precisely that capability, right? So now you see the cell is still going. Let's finish it up here by hitting the enter and then another enter. I believe we're done. Now this cell finishes running. You have a Python script. We executed that script, and then you have a picture. So now all that's done, we want to see the picture, right? We want to see the Python script, right? So I can go in there. I can open that up. You can see on the right-hand side, this entire script is created by large language model for us in one line of code, right? Something like that is definitely magical. And then we also have a picture. You can click on the picture, and boom, there you go. That is the cumulative YTD year-to-date stock gains for the stocks NVIDIA and Tesla. And then let's see the plot below, right? You can take the path, use your image function, plot it. That will give you the same plot. So there you go. This way, it gives you something magical. Literally, we're talking about an agent that can do all these things for us on the spot with the command using natural language. And then if you want to go above and beyond, if you say, hey, perhaps this function is not that well written, you have a different way of writing the function, you can always edit it in the middle of the prompt, or alternatively, you can actually use your own customized function to do whatever it is that you want, right? You can define a function here called get stock prices. You can define a function here called plot stock prices, right? Let's run those two functions. And then you can actually create a executor that use the functions that you define, right? So use customized function that you want in the local command line called executor. So this way, the executor will be able to take your functions as given input instead of relying on the functions generated in the script by large language model, right? So if you worry about hallucination, this will be the way out. So I already run that. Now let's execute the same structure, right? We remember we talked about conversable agent. We talk about these concepts of building a writer and an executor. right? And then we can do the same thing by executing the same conversation. So let's see how that works. Let's hit enter. Now I can see this progress bar downloading stock data, so I know that this is running correctly. I'm going to hit enter again and again. So see now this is done, this is finished running, and then let's refresh the left-hand side. Aha, so now you have more functions written, and then you can plot a plot, and it will give you a relatively same plot. So there you go. Hopefully in this video, we show you a bunch of new fancy capabilities to have large language model, not just to talk to you, but actually to execute the task for you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and like.